Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and yeah, finally I'm back with another video. I know I haven't made like an update video or like a review video or a video in a while, so I'm probably going to make a big old like update video because I've bought a whole lot of stuff during the Christmas period. So yeah, this is another complete other video this time around because this is when I talk a little bit about the top 10 best movies that I watched for the first time during 2018. And yeah, all of these movies that I've seen during 2018, which made it into my top 10 list, are movies that I actually have rated 10 out of 10. So yeah, all of these movies are really recommended. So I mean, the order is a little bit so. I mean, I could have like changed some in the order. I mean, it's really hard to like put them in the right order and the way you like them. But all of these movies are really good. So don't like think like, oh, this is the very best movie to watch and this is the more movie like this is like this list is really hard to make. So yeah, these movies are all recommended, but these are like the order that I ended up with. So yeah, let's begin to talk a little bit about them. And yeah, unfortunately, not unfortunately, but I decided to talk about the movies themselves and not show them here on the screen because I'm just going to leave you the link to the top 10 list so you can look into these movies by yourselves instead of me just showing the DVDs and whatnot. So yeah, let's begin right away with number 10. At number 10, we have an anime movie, sort of animation action drama movie called Akira from 1988. And once again, 1988 has always been like a year which I tend to really enjoy movies from that year. I don't really know why. I guess there's just so many movies that came out that year which I just loved. So yeah, Akira is like I think it's probably very well known, probably one of the highest rated like anime movies. Maybe not the I think Spirited Away is a little bit more higher up on that list, but yeah, Akira. And then we have at number 9 we have Hacksaw Ridge by Mel Gibson at number 9. Most people have probably already seen this movie, a war movie, and I think Mel Gibson is a great director. And I know he's been very like controversial in recent years, but I still really like him as an actor and a director. So yeah, Hacksaw Ridge at number 8, and not number 8, number 9. Sorry, I just messed up. Then at number 8 we have a movie which I'm probably going to butcher the title once again. I think I've talked about these like this trilogy. I mean, I could have put the other movies on this list as well, but I decided just to go with one of the films in this trilogy. So yeah, Rurouni Kenshin, the first movie. Yeah, if you want to know more information about this movie, just make sure to visit that IMDb page, which I probably have to link down in the description. So yeah, Rurouni Kenshin at number 8. It's like a sort of a samurai type of movie. So and basically, I think it's based on an animated. Is it like cartoon or something else? I think it's based on something else, but yeah, like a live action movie type of deal. So yeah. And then at number 7 is a movie which I really enjoyed. I think this is very underrated, and I think not really that many people have talked about it and probably have not heard about it. But it's a movie from 1990 called Impulse. I thought that was a really great thriller movie with Teresa Russell in the main role. Sort of a like cop thriller type. I mean, corrupt type of things and so whatnot. So, and she's in a really like difficult situation, and she has to make the right choices, and sometimes she don't, and sometimes she does. So yeah, I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, Impulse. I think that movie only has like a really weird Region One DVD. I'm not too sure if it's like available anymore, but yeah, if you find it anywhere, pick it up. I think it's a great thriller movie. Probably one of the best thriller movies that I've seen in a long time. So yeah, Impulse. And then at number 6 we have a movie which made it to my top 5 of the month of November, I guess. And that movie is Survival Quest by Don Coscarelli, who's probably most famous for his Phantasm films. And I think this is a great movie. Once again, I think I've talked about this before, but I sort of have a soft spot for movies that take place out in the wilderness, like far from society. Um, and I think the cast is really like great as well. It has Lance Henriksen in it, and Also, what's her name? Tracy Lynn, who was also in Fright Night Part 2 and Class of 1999. I think she's an underrated actress as well. So, and I think it's unfortunate that she's not like active anymore, because I think she retired from acting like in the late 90s or something. So yeah, but yeah, Survival Quest at number 6. And at number 5 is a Western film. I've recently really started to appreciate some like Western, so I tried to pick up some really not, I can't say from the beginning if they're entertaining or not, but I've tried to pick up more Western movies in general. So yeah, at number 5 we have Django, the original. I know there's like millions and millions of Django movies out there. Not millions, but really many Django movies. But this is the one directed by Sergio Corbucci, which also has Franco Nero, who plays Django in that film. I love the whole dirtiness in that film and the way that you don't really know what his character is. I mean, he's sort of like a mystery type of character. You don't really know who he is and where he comes from, and he's like sort of this bad guy who comes to this town, which is basically corrupt by like, I think it was like bandits and all sort of stuffs. And I really love the soundtrack as well, like the main theme or the main song in it. So yeah, Django, really great. I've not seen Quentin Tarantino's movie yet because I always wanted to watch like the original before I watched the remake. Sort of the same thing with Inglourious Basterds. I've only seen the first like original one. I've not seen Tarantino's movie yet. So yeah. Now let's begin. Let's continue before I just rambling on here. And at number 4 is a movie which made it to the list of my top 5 of the month for December. Willow. I've never seen it before, and I really enjoyed it. And for some weird reason, it felt nostalgic, even though I've never seen it before, which is really weird. And I think it's really weird because it has some creepy moments in it, and it also has very like childish, like so too childish, like the childish parts in it, which is like a little bit not care that much for that. But otherwise, I think it's a really great film, and the score to this film is so amazingly beautiful, and it's composed by, I believe, James Horner. Yeah, and Warwick Davis is, I had no idea he was only like 18 years old or something when he like got this role. So and also has Val Kilmer in it in an interesting role. So yeah, Willow at number 4. And at number 3 is a movie which I think I might have mentioned in one of my previous videos. Rolling Thunder from 1977, maybe 1976. I'm not too sure about the year, but according to IMDb, it's 1977. But this has to be one of my favorite like revenge movies of all time. I just blew me away. I love the like main character and his like lust for vengeance or like revenge. So yeah, and also apparently Quentin Tarantino is like a big fan of this film, so he actually named his movie company after this film. I think it's called Rolling Thunder Pictures or something. So yeah, Rolling Thunder, a great film, and apparently it was also directed by John Flynn, who did Lock Up with Sylvester Stallone and Brain Scan, which is one of my favorite like horror movies from the 90s. So yeah, Rolling Thunder at number 3. And at number 2 we have another Western film, which it feels like this is one of the classics that you really need to watch. I mean, you also have like The Good and the Bad and the Ugly for a few dollars more and For a Fistful of Dollars. And all of those films are directed by Sergio Leone. And he also directed this film. And this movie is called Once Upon a Time in the West. The acting is phenomenal. And my favorite character in that film is Charles Bronson. His character named Harmonica because he plays on this harmonica all the time. And some people tend to, I mean, from the beginning when I watched it, I sort of got a little bit annoyed by that because that's like theme song or like that like little tune that he plays on the harmonica. It gets a little bit irritating after a while, but other than that, I think that's just his character is just phenomenal, and all the other actors in this is really great as well, and the soundtrack is also very badass, I must say. So yeah, Once Upon a Time in the West at number 2. Now, and finally, we come to number 1, and this is a movie which I've been wanting to see for like ages, and this was a really good year for movies in general, I believe. It was made in 1994, which, yeah, that year I think it was Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, The Lion King. Now I just can't come up with any more one else just because I said that. But also this film, and this movie is called Leon, directed by Luc Besson, which has Jean Reno and Gary Oldman and Natalie Portman in it. I think this is Natalie Portman's very first role, and I think she deserved some sort of prize for that role or that like performance. I thought that was really great. And the movie really makes you think, like, what would you do in a situation like that? If you were Leon, what would you do? Would you answer the door, or would you just don't answer the door? If you've seen this film, you already know what I'm talking about when I talk about that scene, but that basically just, I'm not gonna spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but I think most people have already seen this film because it was made in 1994 and it has a really high like rating on IMDb as well. So Leon at number 1. Now, thank you very much for watching. These are the best movies that I've watched, and just like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm going to leave the link down in the description box so you can just check out the list yourself and give me like your opinion. What do you think about these films? Are they good? Are they bad? Are they like average? Let me know about that. And in the next video I'm going to talk about a little bit more terrible movies, really like the worst movies that I've watched during 2018 for the first time. So keep your eyes open for that video, and you'll maybe have a laugh at that video. So hope everyone enjoyed and didn't get bored, and I hope to see you again as soon as possible. So see you next time. Bye bye.